Alright, here I am with a quick video about the best lineup in Baseball Clash with no legendary cards. Because if you're like me, you don't have any level 13 legendary cards. So what are some of the best cards for that slot? I'm going to break it down for you. This is my favorite lineup by far with no legendary cards. As you can see, I got a lot of level 13 cards, but none of them are legendaries. You know, all my legendaries, I got several at level 12 right now, but none at level 13. I've never bought the Diamond Pass. I buy the Gold Pass almost every month, on and off the game for the past few years. Nothing crazy. This is my batting order. As you can see, I like to keep my stats relatively high as far as like hitting is. If I have a high average or a high on-base percentage, that's what I'm going for. I'm not going for, just like big hitters and I don't have any fielders on my team. I don't care about fielding. I only care about getting on base. If you can get on base enough, you don't need to have good defense. So my leadoff hitter is Ricky. He's my catcher. He's the most underrated catcher in the game. He's got a batting average of 500 with a on-base percentage of over 500, which is pretty insane because he's leadoff. Because you can see in the ninth inning, that's where his contact and speed is boosted up. So he hits over 500. He's phenomenal. In the number 2 spot, I have Nabil. He's does not have contact or power over 200, but his speed is insane, and his head first dives end games early and help me get extra bases when I need it. So he's a really good character. If I'm in the 10th inning and I went 0 for 3 in the 9th, he's my guy on second base. He'll score on a single with ease. So I love him. This is Ruth. He's pretty good. I think they kind of nerfed his ability to jump over the catcher recently. It's gotten harder and harder to do that. If you know how to defend it, you almost never give up that extra base to him at home. And his batting average, his OBP is 420, which is pretty good. Now, if you do have a level 12 hammer, I would highly recommend a level 12 hammer over a level 13 Ruth. Because look at this. If you are good at taking balls and not swinging when you don't want to, they will walk you. Like, they will walk you. People are afraid of hammer, even at level 12, and they do not want to take any chances. They will walk you. He has an OBP of 620, which is just insane. Like as a level 12, they do not want to pitch to him. And even when he does hit, you can see I'm hitting 520 with him, so it's pretty insane. He's by far maybe the best card in the game, and I would take level 12 him over any other outfielder. My number 4 spot is Kevin. Pretty obvious. Almost everyone has Kevin. I'm batting 500 with Kevin. He gets walks a lot too, so he's getting almost 550 OBP with those walks. My number 5 spot, I have Wilson. Wilson's great. He's batting 520, OBP of 540. Not much else I can say about that. He's got contact power at 200, and his fastball killer ability is pretty crazy. Love him. He's phenomenal. And then I got in my number 6 spot, I got Robinson. He's pretty crazy. He's 460, 470 OBP. He gets some walks, not a ton. But I think he does get pitched to. If a player likes to walk certain guys, they don't like to walk Robinson, and he gets pitched to, and sometimes it comes back to bite them in the ass. You can usually get some great at-bats from him because they don't want to walk when there's guys on base. And then he rakes in a lot of RBIs. Then I got Alexandria, just kind of to clean up a little bit in the 7th slot. She gets a decent number of bases loaded at bats, and when the bases are loaded with her, watch out. She's pretty dangerous. I get a lot of grand slams with her. She's great. I like her. Her OBP is not quite at 400, so it's a little bit lower than I would like. But other than that, she awesome. And then Morgan, I have in the number 8 spot because endurance. The power increases the longer the game goes on. So she usually is batting in the 10th or 11th inning when her power is at its highest. If I were to have Shotaro, he would be higher up, and then I would put her in the 9 spot. Or if I were to use Jo here, I would probably put him higher up than her, and then she could be in the number 9 spot. But I don't pitch very well with him personally, as you can see. 4.8 ERA with him. It's pretty brutal. And then for pitcher, it's pretty much whatever pitcher you prefer. I've been using Jay most recently. He hasn't been doing too bad. I like him. I used Muller for a long time. Yeah, any of these pitchers are not terrible. But yeah, that's my lineup, and I really like it, even though I don't have any legendary cards. I think the only card that I'm really trying to get right now is Shotaro, and getting Hammer up to level 13, and then eventually maybe an infield replacement for Alexandra. I wouldn't hate someone else in that spot who bats maybe at a higher percentage than she does. I've been thinking of maybe bringing Harden back. I haven't used Harden in a long time, but yeah.